According to the American Cancer Society, in 2011, 230,480 new cases of breast cancer were to be diagnosed among women. There was an approximation of 39,520 who would actually lose their lives to breast cancer. Breast cancer has been seen as something that only women have to fight with, but it's actually been diagnosed in men as well. In 2011, there were 2,140 cases of breast cancer that would be diagnosed in men. It's important to keep up with your health, whether it's daily exercise, eating correctly, or going to see your doctor for a yearly checkup. For 5 years, I walked the Race for the Cure with my mom. Her friend was diagnosed with breast cancer, and over the years, I didn't really know what exactly I was walking for because I was very young at the time. When I got into college, I rushed sorority, and one of my biggest influences for rushing that particular sorority was that their philanthropy was breast cancer. And I thought that it was really neat that that kind of tied into my life when I was younger and is now tying into my life now. I want to inform you that what breast cancer is, how it affects people, and why it is so important to get checked. Cancer is the condition where the natural system in your body isn't really working. Cells divide and grow and they die, but when a tumor forms, the cells are growing too quickly in your body. And there are such things as benign tumors and malignant tumors. Benign tumors are not cancerous and can typically just be removed, and malignant tumors are abnormal cells that are cancerous and can actually spread throughout your body. Now that I've explained to you kind of what breast cancer is, I want to tell you more about what the signs and symptoms are and what you need to do once you've seen those signs and symptoms. The signs and symptoms are most common in women. They're a little bit harder to detect in men, and the signs and symptoms will actually increase with age. The older you are, most women were diagnosed at the age of 40, and according to WebMD, early stages of breast cancer actually don't have any signs. But once the tumor gets big enough, you can see a few of these things, whereas it's lumps in the underarm, pain, swelling, anything like that can actually be seen after the tumor's grown to a certain size. With breast cancer and any cancer, early detection is the key. If you detect it early enough, it's easier to get rid of. Your experience isn't as painful. Screening tests for women and men include MRIs, biopsies, mammograms, anything like that. Early detection is the most important thing in getting rid of breast cancer, or any kind of cancer for that matter. To conclude, breast cancer is something that, you can fight breast cancer. It is treatable. You can get rid of it. But like I said before, early detection, knowing what it is, being aware, getting checked yearly, all of those things come into play. Another thing that I wanted to mention earlier was Susan G. Komen. She recommends that, when you're 40 and older, it is very important to get checked yearly. And girls as early as the age of 20, especially if you have a family history of breast cancer, you should get checked every 3 years. And as far as men, if you see any kind of change in your chest or anything that it doesn't seem normal, just make sure that you get to a physician and let him know exactly what's going on. But becoming aware is probably the first step and most important step to fighting and beating breast cancer.